Hello, thriving friends. Hi, everybody. Happy new week to you. Hi, 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 hi. Thank you so much for joining us for another Thriving Lessons with Dr. G. As we do it always, we give each other some time to settle in. This is live streaming, so I'll give you a moment to share the link with your thriving friends as I also do the same from my end. And we are streaming live on multiple platforms. So I love to take a second to just look around and make sure that all the platforms are working. Let's see how it's going. Yes, I see that we are live on which one is this one? Oh, this is Facebook. And then I see that we are live on YouTube. And let me see this one. Okay, I'll close that. Don't worry. That's my chat. I see that my sister has shared on our family page. So I'm hoping my mother and my father and my siblings will join soon. All right. Yes, please. That's how we do it. We keep sharing, we keep loving on each other. I have a great family. But thank you all so much for joining. Just give us a moment to settle in and make sure that the link is being shared across. People are able to see that we are online and they are able to join us live. All right, I am done from my end, so I'm going to close this window and then give you a moment to also settle in. How do we close this thing? Okay, let's do this. All right, beautiful. All right. If you can hear me all right, when you get here, say hello. Hi, Sewa. So Sewa is my sister, and she was the first to share. Mommy, I see you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for your support. All right, so this week we are talking about how to become a person of value. So before we get into it, I'll go ahead and introduce myself so that if we have new thriving friends, they will know what is going on here. So hi everybody. My name is Dr. Grace Kakari. Let me finish with this slide, then I'll jump on. This slide, we are streaming on multiple platforms. Like I said, let me acknowledge Foster Radio and TV. We are streaming live on their platform, and then we are streaming live also on Thriving Generation with Dr. G. This is on YouTube. We have Thriving Generation Global, and we are on multiple platforms. But wherever you are, just search for Thrive with Doc G and connect with us. We would love to be friends. I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on Facebook, I'm on wherever you are. Just try, search. If you don't find Thrive with Doc G, try with my name, Grace Kakari, and let's see. Let's connect and let's move on as friends. So, now I'm going to introduce myself to my new thriving friends. So hi, hi, hi. My name is Dr. Grace Kakari, but I go by Dr. G. I am a success and wellness advocate. What that is I talk about everything success and holistic wellness. I love holistic wellness. We've been exploring that for a while, and what that is that we are focusing on all the dimensions and areas of our lives. We don't want to sit back and develop one area and watch the others die. And by one area, I mean like mental wellness. We advocate for mental wellness, but how about financial wellness? How about social wellness? We want to make sure that we are still connected with our family, right? So even the first two people live right now are family. I see Jillian right now. Jillian is my sister-in-law. So you can imagine I have my sister-in-law, I have my sister on, and I'm sure other friends will be joining us in a second. So that is what we do. We are connected, we are friends, we check our social wellness, financial wellness, emotional wellness, intellectual wellness, occupational wellness, all the dimensions of health and wellness, and we look at them and make sure that we are doing our very, very, very best each day to thrive. We are not surviving. Life is too short to survive. That is not why we are here. So if you want to thrive, then stay with us and thrive with us. So that is what we are about here. And like I said, we've been exploring different topics, and this week we are moving on to learn about becoming a person of value. How do we become people of value? Okay. Last week we talked about pausing and reflect. June We are not exactly in the middle of the year, but we are so close that we cannot wait till July to reflect. So we started reflecting in the month of June, thinking about how our 2023 is going, thinking about all the goals we wrote down in the beginning of the year, how we are pushing through, how some of them are failing, how some of them are succeeding, what we can do to make sure that the second half of the year is much better than the first half of the year. So I did my own reflection, looking at the whole dimensions that I talked about. This is a holistic wellness platform. So we thrive in all areas of our lives. So looking at my emotional wellness, spiritual wellness, intellectual wellness, physical wellness, financial wellness, um, intellectual, I did talk about intellectual, right? Environmental and social wellness. Something stood out to me. And that is what has influenced our topic for today. So, what I realized while reflecting was that personally, I have been pushing to be successful. I want to be successful in many areas, if not all the areas of my life. I am doing very well occupationally. I am doing very well in other dimensions, not so well in all the dimensions. We are still working on it. But reading around, praying, and meditating, I realized that something was off. The focus was wrong. The desires are wrong. And if that is the case, it's difficult to make any significant impact. So I was listening to one man of God, and I'll get to him in a moment, but he kind of referred to this quote I'm sharing on my screen right now from Albert Einstein, who said, "Try not to be a person of success, but rather try to become a person of value." So then I wondered, who is a person of value? I mean, we talk about success 101, become a successful person. This person is successful. Look at how success. And you are telling me to try not to be a person of success, but a person of value. So, of course, I had to take a moment to look into it. What does it mean? What does it mean to be a person of value? What does it mean a person of success? And why should I not pursue success? Success is a beautiful thing. Well, then I chanced on Dr. Munroe, the late Dr. Myles Munroe, may his soul rest in peace. And he kind of rephrased the same thing, which really stood out to me. And I think we can make that the focus for today. He said, if you want to become successful, seek to become a person of value. So if you want to become successful, all right, that doesn't mean success is a bad thing. Success is great. But to become successful, seek to become a person of value. That is significant. A person of value, a person who adds something to life, a person who contributes to other people, a person who makes the world a better place. That is who you should seek to become. And while you do that, you will be successful. That is beautiful. Hi, Isaac. Thank you so much for joining. Isaac is very helpful. He helps me with social media stuff. So I'm grateful to become acquainted with Isaac. All right. This is not my husband, Isaac. This is the other Isaac. You know. Whenever we talk about Isaac, I'm like, which of the Isaacs? No, this is Isaac T, not Isaac K. All right, so there are two key steps to become a person of value. This is straightforward, this is simple. I'll go over them and then we'll take the rest of the time to just reflect and then share our experiences. So these materials are not mine. I didn't create them. I am referring to the materials for Dr. Myles Munroe. And then he said the first step to becoming a person of value is to refine your uniqueness. I love this. And looking at the image here, everybody is black, not in terms of color black, but how do you stand out? You know, how do you stand out from the crowd? When everybody seems to be doing the same thing, when everybody seems to be approving of the same thing, how do you become you? How do I become Dr. G? What is unique about me as Dr. G? What is unique about you as Efia Sewa? What is unique about you as Jillian, as Isaac, as Elijah, who just joined us? Hi. Thank you so much for joining. But what is unique about you as a person? What is unique about you? Have you sat down to reflect? Do you know? Are you just embracing what people are saying is good? Or you really, really know the value you bring into this world? The truth is that there is no single person in this world who can say that I have no uniqueness. I was just meant to be like a replica of someone else. I am a duplicate of someone else. We admire people. Maybe you like Oprah. Maybe you love Dr. Myles Munroe. Maybe you love who are some of the people out there that we love? Throw some of the names out there and let's see. Maybe you love Bill Gates. Okay. Maybe you love hey, where are the famous people? I don't even know where they are. Maybe you love Dr. G. Okay. Maybe you love Dr. G. But you don't have to be Dr. G. You don't have to do the same things that I do. You can learn and add your own. What is that thing that you are adding to your own? So I love this thing that he said. He said, stop trying to be everything for everyone. Jack of all trades, pleasing everybody. You touch a little bit of thin here and a little bit of thin there and a little bit of thin up here and down there. And then you don't have the opportunity to develop and become a person of value. Take a moment, reflect on your life. This is a beautiful time to pause and reflect, really, the month of June. Take the time that you need. Think about the progress you are making in life. Maybe you have already identified your uniqueness. It could be in the way you speak, it could be in the way you present. It could be in the way you advertise products. It could be in the way you add spice to whatever you do. Okay. There is something about you which is so different from me, which is so different from your competitor. It doesn't matter if you're all teachers. It doesn't matter if you're all fashion designers. It doesn't matter if you are all social media created, whatever you are. There is always something that makes you different. You look at YouTube channels and look at successful YouTube channels, okay? There is something that makes you follow one person rather than the other. What is that thing? That person's new thing that they've added to their channel. Mr. Beast is different. People are attracted to Mr. Beast for what he does and the kind of content he creates. People are also attracted to somebody like, let's see, who has Candace Owen. It's either you love her or you hate her. So what she brings some uniqueness and some perspective into the political world. People are attracted to her for that. And there are people who have opposite opinions to her, and then people are attracted to them. So there is something that is different about everybody. It could be the topic you are discussing, you are an expert in that area, so you know how to do it well. People love you for that. So take a moment, reflect on your uniqueness, okay? Reflect on the new thing that God has given to you, the different thing. The sometimes we don't cherish it because it's not really common. That is not what everybody is doing. But you cannot be everything to everyone. You can only be you. And who is that? Who are you? All right, let's move on to the second one. So the first one was refining our uniqueness. So if you don't know your uniqueness, you have to find it first and then you have to refine it, right? And then the second one is produce significant. And you can only produce significance if you've already found your uniqueness. So that is why I love that as the first step. And how do we produce our significance? By making your skills valuable to the world. Okay, I love an example that Dr. Monroe gave. He talked about visiting the dentist. Why do we go to the dentist? When you have a toothache or you want to straighten your teeth, and now it's a big thing. People want to whiten their teeth. People want to do this to their teeth. You go to a dentist because you know that this person has spent many, many years studying in this area, has specialized in this area, and knows what he is doing. You will prefer a dentist over a general specialist, like a general provider. All right. You not just go to any random nurse or doctor. You would like to go to the specialist. When people want to do some specific surgeries, they look for people who have specialized in those areas and they travel around the world to find them. When people are looking for materials related to a specific topic like leadership, like marriage, like finances. You take your time and you search for people who are known in those areas. Why? They are making the difference in that area. They've taken the time to learn and they're adding value in that specific area. So, what about you, my thriving friend? How can you add significance to our world? How can you produce significance? What are you doing? How do you make your skill valuable to our world? What do you think? Is there something you can give us? Yeah. When you are building your house, after saving so much money to build a house, you will not go down the street and find some random guy, no matter how much that random guy tells you he's going to charge, like maybe half of the price or even for free. You will not risk your life and your entire property in the hand of somebody who doesn't know anything. You want somebody who has developed in that area. So you have to develop in your specific area. You have to be known for what you do. We follow people all around the world because of their unique skill, because of the value they are adding. I follow people on social media that I would have never heard of, but because of what they are adding to my life, I look for them and I spend hours listening to them, watching them, purchasing their products, investing in them, giving them my money, my hard earned money, because of the value I get from that. Look around you, look around your house. What are you investing in? And why are you investing in those things? They are valuable in some way to you. Either they are giving you pleasure, which may not necessarily be valuable, but at least they are giving you pleasure, or they are serving a certain purpose. We would love to call Bill Gates a successful person, but look at the value he added to our life by creating Microsoft. We would like to call Jeff Bezos a successful man, but look at the value he added to our world, the global marketing, Amazon. Before Amazon, I'm trying to reflect, what were we doing before Amazon? How were we shopping before Amazon? Because almost everything I find myself going back to Amazon. I know it's easy. I know I'll get it. And when I don't want it, I can easily return it. Amazon changed the marketing environment so significantly that Walmart, Kohl's, all those other stores started changing their policies to be customer friendly. What value can you add to our world? So, are we still trying to be successful people? Or are we trying to become people of value? Once we do that, we will be successful. We are adding on to people's lives. Look at baby monitors and cameras. My mom has a daycare and she talks about how she can look on her phone and monitor some of the things going on in the center. I have children, but my younger one in the daycare, they also have cameras in their daycare. And then I love to get the notifications, and maybe she just got a diaper change, or she didn't eat her lunch, or he ate all her lunch, and those updates. Somebody thought of that. Somebody added value to the childcare industry by producing that. We can become people of value. But before we can do that, we have to declare independence from the system. I find this to be the hardest one to do. Everybody is heading towards a certain direction. How do we develop the confidence to say, no, it's enough. I don't want to go this area anymore. I'm going to start my own. I don't feel this is the only way to do it. There should be another way to this. The system says that you should do this, but can I think outside the box a little bit? Maybe just a little bit. Maybe you can. If you don't declare independence from the system, you are stuck because you just do whatever everybody's doing. If we all decide to go through the university system, take the same courses, graduate with the same degree, come out and we are all looking for the same jobs, what significance do we make? And I don't know if you've noticed that sometimes people who really want to make a difference, they sometimes, not all the time, they sometimes drop out of the regular education system to do their own thing because it doesn't, sometimes there's that conflict, you know. Sometimes you have to think outside the box and you would just not fit in. You have to make radical decisions. It may mean that leaving your primary friend group because everybody is thinking the same. You don't think that's the direction to go and they're upset. They don't want you to just walk away. You cannot add value to our world if you want to please everybody. Let us refuse to be everything to everyone. We have to get angry sometimes and say that, no, this is not for me. We have to get creative sometimes and say that, well, we always know that A plus A is this, but how about if I do A plus B? How about I try A plus C? Will the outcome be different? Maybe I will fail, and maybe you will. But what if you don't? Becoming people of value, thinking outside the box, declaring independence from the system. We will not be liked by everybody. We receive a lot of backlash. But at the end of the day, the same people will embrace us. The same people will come around because we are adding value to their lives. Okay, thriving friends. Let's see what we have here. I'm going to take a moment to look around and make sure that I'm not missing anything. I'm not missing anything. I'm not missing anything. All right, let's look at this platform. I hope you are learning something with me today, my friends. We are becoming people of value. We are declaring independence from the system. It may be hard, but we are ready to do it. At least I am ready to do it. Are you ready to do it? Share some thoughts with me, okay? And as we wrap up, I would like to share with you one more quote. It says, when you become valuable to the world, they seek for you. When you become valuable to the world, they seek for you. I was amazed at how much people pay for some guest speakers at some event. I don't know how much President Obama received to appear at any event and speak, but I've heard of normal people who have developed themselves in different areas receiving as much as $10,000 and even more to just speak for 30 minutes or less at an event. That is a person of value. You grow yourself in an area, you are so known that the world seeks and will pay to have you there. What do you think? How can you become a person of value? Share your thoughts with me. Okay, it's 8 o'clock. Thriving friends, share your thoughts with me. How can we become people of value? You becoming a person of value. How are you going to develop your skill? So many questions, right? A lot to think about. A whole lot to think about, and that is my goal, right? That is my goal. Just wanting you to pause and reflect. Just wanting you to take a moment and think about your life and your well-being. I've been doing this over and over and over and over again. I'm not seeing as much results. Can you make changes? Can you make changes? I see a comment from Efia. Efia says, be the go-to expert in your field. I would definitely agree with that. Be the go-to expert in your field and master your skill. Yeah. I don't think there is any other way to say it though. If you will not waste your money on somebody who is not an expert, why should somebody waste their money on you? I don't know. I think it's just logic. Let the world seek you. Let the world come after you. Add value. Add value wherever you are. If you are now joining us, we've been looking at becoming people of value. How do we do that? We are going to do that in two ways. And the first one we talked about was refining our uniqueness. We've all been blessed with something. We all have something in our lives that is different. If our fingerprints are not the same, even twins, if their fingerprints are not the same, then we as people, we are not the same. We can learn from each other. We don't have to copy and become a replica of someone else. We can become our unique selves, add flavor to it, add your own touch to whatever it is you enjoy doing. So as you refine your uniqueness, you go ahead to produce significant. You make your skill valuable to our world. So that is the main thing, my friends. That is the main thing, my friends. I'm looking out for questions now. We are going to become people of significance. And this month, we are pausing to reflect on our lives. The second half of the year should be better than the first half of the year. Definitely, it should be. If at the end of the year, Thriving Friends, we've not made changes, oh, that would be so disappointing. If at the end of the year we come back here and it's like just how we started, that would be so sad. So sad. Let's not waste our lives. We made it. People died. People didn't make it to today. We made it. You are here. I'm here. We have to make use of the time. We have to make use of our lives. It's hard to be different. It's hard, really. I'm struggling every day. It's easier to fit in. It's easier to just be loved by everybody and to be admired by everybody, but we cannot. We cannot keep doing that. It's your life, it's your choice. You have to push through and thrive. All right. I'll look around one more time and then I will leave the live stream and attend to questions offline. It's a working day, so Thriving Friends are getting some work done. We are adding to our communities, we are adding value. So we won't stay online forever. We come, we learn, and then we go. Well, Nane's work-life balance video is now available. The recording is on YouTube. If you missed it, please go and check it out. Nanaya spent so much time connecting with us, sharing some valuable comments and experiences with us. And then as you enjoy the videos, please go ahead and share, comment, and like. That is how we can get the content out there. That is how we can let people know that we are producing valuable content for them. If it's hiding, people will not find it and people will not enjoy it. So your support will be appreciated. And I wish you well, my friends. I wish you really, really well. We are going to continue thriving and we are going to thrive holistically. I pray that you get the confidence to do what you've been called to do and add value to our generation. I will see you the same time next week. In the meantime, please keep thriving and thrive holistically. See you soon.